welcome to the Learning for Legacy show with me, your host, Afam Onyenakala. This is all about the concept of making generational wealth understandable, practical, and accessible. I'll be exploring a range of topics and sharing conversations, interviews, and more. Because what good is building wealth if we don't build the people? Welcome everyone to another edition of Learning for Legacy. Now, you all pretty much know by now that the four lenses we look through on the show around manifesting generational wealth include learning, laughter, leadership, and legacy. Today, we'll briefly focus on a leadership reagent. Now, within the realm of chemistry, a reagent is simply a substance used to produce a chemical reaction, more like a catalyst of sorts to rearrange the molecular or ionic structure to form a new compound. For us to build generational wealth within our households, our families, or our sphere of influence, then as individuals, we must first decide to become that reagent. And with this, courage is involved. Leadership demands courage of us, especially where it relates to any change that makes a difference. The wages we receive from the courage we exercise is freedom. And the responsibility of that freedom is to become your best. Not somebody else's best, not an unattainable best, but yours and only your best. Now, to build generational wealth takes courage, and it will take a change of mindset if you decide that you will become that reagent for the sake of your family, your loved ones, or the community your heart desires to influence. If you haven't done it before, there may be 101 different thoughts and opinions to why you shouldn't, but the question I ask is, why not you? You will never know what you can achieve, how much you can grow, and how great you can serve others until you try. And no one who tries necessarily perfects everything the first time anyway. But by taking calculated, intelligent risks, you are likely to accomplish more than if you try to always play it safe, even with the best plans. Because even the philosopher of fists, Iron Mike Tyson, once eloquently put it in the ring that everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Now, the ring of life can do that to you. Your past mistakes may have done that to you. Even other people's judgment of your ability can do that to you. But with that all said and done, only you have the freedom to be your best. Now, one of the first ways to do this is by defining your values. Because what good is building wealth if we don't build the people? What do you stand for or aspire to stand for? What is your philosophy of service for why you want to build generational wealth? These values will ultimately encompass the social, human, spiritual, financial, and intellectual capital attributes of your generational wealth. Therefore, the vision of why you do it is just as important to accurately balance it with the mission of what you do. For example, your mission to set up a trust fund can prove the evidence of your vision to enhance the lives of your children and your grandchildren. However, you can more importantly transfer the value of that vision by including a statement declaring that the trust is a gift of love specifically for that reason. It's all about those values. These values characterize the identity of your legacy to your beneficiaries. And the beautiful thing is that you can start where you are, whether young or old. In the times we live in, people are looking for authentic, credible leadership. But we must first lead ourselves before influencing others. Now, that time we take to become responsible for our integrity, our values, and encouraging a healthy culture will pay dividends for those people we're called to serve. And we do this by working on both our competence and our character. There's a saying that we will eventually become what we think about. So why not choose the freedom to be your best? Thanks for listening to Learning for Legacy. To join our community or find out about what else we get up to, you can follow us on Twitter at Legacy Learning or on our website at www.legacylearning.co.uk. To access additional content or exclusives from this particular episode, please find the information within the show notes.